full 90 for you in the last game. How are you feeling on this Monday?
Yeah, I'm alright. I'm alright. Expecting to be probably a little bit stiffer, but no. After games, you obviously do feel the effects of it, especially in a tough game like it was Saturday, and with the heat as well. I think the hottest game so far on this, or definitely since the turn of the year anyway. But no, surprisingly enough, I felt reasonably okay. It's one thing that I will say I haven't missed in recent weeks, is that Sunday morning when you wake up and you're struggling to move. So, but yeah, happy to have got through the 90 minutes.
Straight back into training for another game. What kind of things have you been working on today? Has it been more about recovery kind of thing going into another tough game?
Yeah, we haven't done a lot of physical stuff today, but we've done a lot of work on the pitch about Lincoln and how we can affect what they do, and more importantly how we can put what we do into fruition when we come against them tomorrow night. Trying to find ways that we can break them down and score goals, and obviously nullify their threats, because they're a very, very good team. So it's been more of that sort of stuff today, video stuff as well, so not too much on the legs.
What do you know about Lincoln? I was looking at their squad earlier and their stats. They get goals from all over the pitch, so it will be a tough test.
Yeah, they're a terrific team, and we managed to get the 1-0 obviously at their place, but that was a really tough game, and is a terrific win for us. But I remember the Football League Trophy game at home, that was a real tough night for us, so we lost 4-1 I think it was. Their patterns of play, the way they move the ball, very possession based, so it's going to be difficult, and I think we're just going to have to be organised like we were on Saturday, be patient when we're defending, and then hopefully hurt them when we get possession.
I know you like to do your punditry outside of Shrewsbury Town, covering Wales and things like that. Do you take research techniques from looking at Wales and looking at opposition that you're playing against, or is it kind of a separate thing?
Probably you go into more detail with the punditry stuff, but it's something I've done all through my career. As soon as when Gary Peters came to the club, he was the first person I'd ever seen kind of use video footage before, and he'd have all the games, so he'd give lads DVDs after games, and that was the first time I started really watching myself and the opposition, and I found it helped me hugely. It's one of the best coaching tools you can have, being able to watch yourself back, and then obviously the opposition. So that's something I've done since then. I always like to watch the opposition, watch players that I'll be coming up against, look for little things they do, probably mainly in possession, the way they receive the ball, the way they want to turn, little things, so I know what angles to press from, if they use a particular trick to get out of trouble, so I can hopefully read it, all those little things. So I've done that sort of throughout my career. It is a bit different when you're sort of trying to analyse a whole team, rather than more individuals that you do for punditry.
There's only a handful of games left in the season now, and I've asked this question to all the guys recently. How determined are you to get a strong end to the season?
Yeah, we need it, and that's why Saturday was so important, to sort of break that losing run. I think if we'd have obviously lost Saturday, then going into 2 real tough home games now, Lincoln and Oxford, we needed a bit more confidence going in. But if you ended up sort of losing some more games on top of that, you don't want to finish the season with not winning the last 8 or whatever it would have been, and that would have not been good for the morale next season, for the manager as well, obviously making decisions on players, and for the whole the way the fans are looking at the season as well. I think if we finish strongly, I think the fans will see it as a more successful season, when you take into account all the circumstances, the position the league we were in early in the table, early in the season, and then obviously not having a manager for the best part of 4 months as well. I think it's been a season that we can be proud of, and the way we've dug in and stuck together, been really resilient. And I think if we finish the season strongly, I think everyone else will see that as well.
And personally, for you, are you hoping to cap off the season with a couple of goals?
It would be nice just to get more minutes on the pitch again. I've been lucky to obviously play 45 on Tuesday, then 90 on Saturday. If I can just keep picking up minutes before the end of the season, that'll be great for me. And obviously goals, it'd be great to finish the season strongly on that front as well. But more importantly, wins and minutes for me.
And just the last point from me, if I can. The mental toll that a season takes on an individual can be quite high. How are you kind of coping with that? Because there's been a lot of games and a lot of things to deal with, like you said, with the manager being away. How does a player or yourself personally cope with things like that?
I would definitely say this has been one of the most taxing mentally seasons that I've been involved in. I think with everything that's gone on in the wider world, not just in football, it's created a completely different environment that we come into every single day. It's not the usual way you kind of get to be around the lads, a lot more inside the training ground. You get that real football dressing room feeling, which everyone says they miss so much when they finish football. It is a real unique place to be, but we haven't really had that, because you get in, you get out your cars, and you're straight on the training pitch, and then you finish training, you're straight away again. It's been that's been hard for me personally, and I'm sure it has for the other lads as well. And then you take into all the COVID testing we're doing sort of twice a week, and then what's happened with some of the lads getting COVID, and then the manager as well. It's been a real strange season, and I think mentally and emotionally it's been a hard ask. And I think as long as people have got good people around them at home and being able to get away from football and getting their mind away from football, that's the only way you can really cope with it the best way you can. It's been tough year for everyone, not just in football but everyone, and everyone's had to learn, I think, new skills to be able to deal with it.
Cheers.
No worries.